Okay, so someone over there on the Babymetal writing team has spent a lot of time playing Elder Ring. That's the only thing I can think of when it comes to the Godfrey reference in Babymetal Timewave. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's talk about Babymetal Timewave. I think this is an underrated song. It's a very beautiful song. It was featured on their latest album, The Other One, and it's something that stands out compared to all the other tracks. The closest thing similar to it would be From Dusk Till Dawn, with the very kind of floaty, ethereal sort of sound to it, okay? Now, the very start of this track, you get the sense with the kind of mechanical, computerized sounds, you get the sense that you are about to embark on something like you're in a time machine, okay? That's the sort of sounds, right? Do you get that? Do you visualize that? There's going to be a lot of this in this video. So let me go ahead and take the time and ask you in the comments, what do you see when you listen to this song? What do you feel when you listen to this song? And you let me know if you agree or disagree with what I'm going to say here. It's okay. You know, these songs can be interpreted in many ways. I'm definitely not saying I'm the czar of this. No way, Jose. All right, so let's get into this. All right, I think one of the strengths of this song is musically alone. You could take the lyrics and be like, let's set that aside. Musically alone, if you just listen to the music and nothing else, I think you'd get the general sense of this song, at least the feel for it. I say that because musically, if you include the intro, with its computerized sounds, it conveys this idea that you are about to embark on some sort of journey through time. I say this because the melody, the body of music is trance-like, meaning that the notes are kind of floaty. They're kind of going round and round. You kind of feel it. It just kind of like surrounds you, kind of like you feel it fluttering your ears, kind of very gently, right? It just creates that nice soothing effect. It just kind of comforts you, but at the same time, there's a little worry there because it's like, where is it taking you? You don't know. But you just kind of let it because you can't really fight it. And that is Timewave. I think that's what the Timewave song is really about, essentially, is that time will just go. The god of motion, as referenced in the lyrics, just goes. It moves on and on. Okay. So let's include the lyrics into this. Now, there's some Japanese in this song, but you really don't have to translate it. You can if you want. And it does make things a little bit clearer, but for the most part, what's in Japanese is also in English, sort of. You get the general idea. You're not, what I'm saying is I don't believe you're missing any sort of big reveal that would prevent you from also getting a better sense of what the song is about. So it begins, and Sue, with her beautiful voice, sings that she's had a bad dream all night long, and it's over. But it's over. The bad dream is over. I'm going to go ahead and reference the lyrics here. I'll put them on the screen, but it's a bunch of words. It's not much to see visually. Oh, you can pull it up and we can do this together here. But then she says, it's over. And Babymetal echoes, it's over. And she goes, it's like a Mobius strip. A Mobius strip, you know what that is. It's take a strip of paper, twist it, put it together. When you run your finger along it, your finger is going to be on the other side. Infinitely, it's just going to be like that. The infinity symbol, as what people think about it too, and that's kind of like what time is, right? Well, I mean, some people may disagree, but does time have a beginning? I mean, your sense of time for you may have a beginning when you like wake up in the morning, and when you go to bed. But the time before us, before even Earth. Before our universe, does it have a beginning? Where is that beginning? Is the beginning also the end? Is the end also the beginning? I mean, it's something. This is kind of a trippy song if you think about it. How life feels like it goes round and round. How you think about how maybe time feels like it rhymes or it echoes or repeats, kind of like that. How we just go and go. It seems like like in the lyrics here it says, "Timeless world with no beginning and never-ending endless game. It's like a Mobius strip. Why does life go round and round? Well, it just does. It does, huh?" Now, then we get the chorus, and I think the chorus, after reading it several times, I think this is the part where we get what the bad dream is about. So Sue had a bad dream, or whoever Sue's singing as, the character she's singing as in this song, saying she had a bad dream. And then she asked a question about life, about time. Like, why does it feel like it just goes on and on and on, and there's doesn't seem to be an end? Doesn't seem to be a beginning. And okay, and as a listener, we're like, okay, well, what is she talking about? Well, what she revealed to us here, the chorus saying, "Timewave," okay, running timelessly towards the new world, okay, to the farthest I keep running. Now, part of this is translated, okay, transcending, as I went ahead to translate, okay, anyway, transcending both past and future, moving on forever, confused time after time, lost and lost, game is over, now I'm feeling dizzy, amazing, maze again. So if you look at that cluster of lyrics there from the bottom up, this maze that she feels, that she's in, it feels amazing. It's dazzling. It is visually stunning and breathtaking, but it is a maze. You're trapped in there and you can't get out. I mean, time for you in that situation is still going. You will starve. You will, I guess, dehydrate. You're right. Your internal things, processes have not stopped, right? So you have to get out of there. You don't want to be trapped in there. It's not gonna be good for you. But there's a sense of dizziness. There's this feeling lost, and that the game of being in this time wave is over, and that she's moving forever. And so it's like in this dream, this bad dream, she was no longer here with us on Earth. She was like somewhere else, like in the universe, maybe far, and could see how we move, how the system moves throughout the cosmos. That sounds crazy, right? But I'm trying to imagine that. It's pretty out there. But that could be a terrifying dream, because to imagine that, to imagine us just forever in the motions, running timelessly towards, let's say in the lyrics here, running timelessly towards the new world, whatever that new world is. So maybe there's something we're approaching that we're going to collide into, maybe phase through, maybe it's going to change things, who knows? But we are stuck in this loop, and maybe there's no purpose to it. Maybe that's another reason why it's a bad dream, because then you may realize, come with the conclusion that, wait, if things are just in motion without a beginning or an end, is there a purpose? And for some, that may cause a lot of discomfort and issues, right? You may be like, well, if there's no purpose, what's the point? Well, life is the point. It is what it is. That's kind of it. Why do we live? We live because we are here. We're born. And why do we do the things we do? Well, a lot of it is for survival, but some things can be explained in other ways. But all right, so let's dig a little bit deeper in the song real fast. All right, so now we go back to the verse. She goes, once again, "I had a bad dream all night long. It's over. It's over." So it repeats again. It's like a Mobius strip. Why does life have its ups and downs? Different from going around and around. Going around and around implies that, life repeats. It just, like a merry-go-round, which is referenced later in the song, it just goes in circles. Okay, we'll go ups and downs. Then we have the good times, the bad times that we're talking about here. The highs and lows of I guess, human civilization. When times are good, things are right. Civilization is expanding, growing, and all this. And then next thing you know, something happens, wipes people out, but not all entirely. And then once again, civilizations start building up again. And then, well, maybe they'll be wiped out again, as could happen. Or maybe it's even bigger than the human experience. Maybe it's about Earth. At any moment, Earth could be destroyed. Maybe it's something even bigger than that. Maybe it's about our solar system, or even our galaxy, or universe. Okay, well, I mean, if put it to this way, I ask you this: when you die, time ends for you, but it doesn't end for everybody else. Duh, we know that. If we all die, if the Earth is destroyed, time doesn't end. Time will end for Earth. And how, if there was any humans left, I guess, I don't know, I guess their sense of time would be totally messed up because Earth would be gone. I guess they're out there on like a space station or something. I don't know. I don't know how they would process time at that point. Well, I guess that's a hypothetical that would have to be explored. That's too deep for this channel. That's too deep for me. I can't answer that one. Not at all. Not in some layman's way, anyway. Anyway. But my point is even if we go, time doesn't stop. Like, the universe is still going. The motion is still in motion. Or is it? Like, does it eventually stop? Let's see. Later on in the lyrics, it says, can't escape, face the past. I went to chase the future dream. It's like a Mobius strip. Why does life have ups and downs? Feel it. Okay. So, you can't escape, face the past. Your past is part of you. At the same time, so is the present, what you're experiencing. And yes, we do chase for our future. That's very much us, huh? But you think about it, every minute that passes, that is the future. The future just passed, and as the present is the past. All right. Let's see. Then we have the next chorus, Timewave. In the world that transcends time, looking for a dream, transcending both past and future, hanging on forever. Around I go to the end, around and around. It's time to start. It feels dazzling, merry-go-round. So then, once again, conveying the sense in the chorus, I think we're going back to the heart of that bad dream, of really experiencing just the round and round repetitive nature of, the feeling of time, but away from Earth, away from the human experience, but like as if you were almost like a celestial. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like, imagine that. It's hard to, right? Visually I could see it, but it's hard to describe. And seeing time move like that to where you could see it as a strip, and then you see everything like that. Oh, that would be kind of a scary thing, huh? This is the part where Godfrey is referenced. Wait a minute. Godfrey. Now, maybe Godfrey is Babymetal's butler. Or MK Metal's butler. Maybe. Godfrey does sound like an English name. Godfrey also, I believe, is Hebrew, biblical here, for God of peace. This is important, I think. I think this is the importance, okay? Now, some will say no, because that's like a Christian thing. Hold on. God is referenced here, but not the same God. Okay. It doesn't have to. Look, man. I think there's a connection, more than a coincidence, that the word Godfrey, the name Godfrey, and then later on God of motion being mentioned. And I say that because Godfrey means God of peace. But what she's saying is Godfrey, just focus. God of peace, just focus. And then Sue says, I feel the God of motion, being that time is always moving. time is constantly flowing. Will never stop. The motion cannot stop. So maybe, is it possible that she's asking for the God of peace to just focus on this time that keeps on going? But if that's the case, is she asking for time to stop? If that were to happen, well, I think we'd all die. I think that's what happens there. I mean, if time stops, I think we all die. I think that's right. So I'm not exactly sure there. I mean, maybe asking for it to slow down a bit. Maybe so we can have a break from this constant need to chase for the past, to constantly go, not the past, but chase for the future, constantly go for the future dreams, right? Constantly be disappointed. It sounds kind of warped, sounds kind of morbid, but could be. Are getting kind of dark here. But she repeats this twice. I feel the God of motion. I feel the God of motion. So it's important. Maybe she's asking for Godfrey to give her peace. Maybe she's referencing, maybe you could put to the fox god lore. But either way, Godfrey's there, and it's not a mistake. I feel the God of motion. I feel the God of motion. Move on, move on. She feels that she's constantly going. She feels that she's trapped in this, right? All flowing. And she says, there isn't an ending to everything. So what's she implying there? If there isn't an ending to everything, what could exist forever without anything else? Is that time? I mean, you have to ask, what existed before the universe? What I mean, science could say, how far back we started, like 13 billion years ago or some stuff, right? Okay, what happened before that? Well, they don't really know. I mean, they'll probably explain it to you in scientific detail and whatever, in very poetic language to describe the science and whatever, but at the end of the day, it's kind of at the end of what they say, the poetic phrase, it's going to be a bunch of, well, we don't really know. Am I wrong there? I don't think so, because it's like, I don't know if you're religious or anything. Okay, I'm not trying to get there. I'm just saying there's a question that's left unanswered about what began before everything. And I'll say nothing. Well, what was that nothing? I mean, that nothing had to have been something, right? How? What was that? Because at that point, to me, nothing becomes the some people will say God of the gaps, using the word or phrase God to fill in where they can't find the answer. Well, nothing also feels like that, at least to me. When I hear, well, nothing. Oh, what do you mean nothing? There had to have been something. What was beyond that nothing? Maybe it's something we can't detect. Maybe it's something we can't measure. We can't identify. It's safe to ask that. It's safe to wonder. But anyway, in this song, Sue asks, or says, there isn't an ending to everything. Towards the past, toward the future. So toward the past, toward the future. So if something is going toward the past and toward the future at the same time, how does that work? You're constantly flowing, right? Your present is constantly eroding from you. Like you're longing for you're chasing for the dream, while you're also stuck with the past. You can't run from your past. Present is constantly the present. I swear, I did not smoke any reefer or devil's lettuce before I did this video, but it sounds like I did. Okay? What in the world am I talking about here? Your present is constantly the present. Well, of course it's constantly present. I feel like I'm back in high school and staying up late with my friends at Denny's, talking about like time and space and stuff. With, just trying to like figure things out, like you're going to, right? Um, and then again we have the chorus again, which closes off the song. I mean, if you take the lyrics and you take the music of it, you don't have to go that deep. You don't have to go nearly as deep as I did, right? I went pretty out there. And you probably may disagree with some of the things I said. That's okay. But I think you get the sense just from the music and the surface of what she's saying. Yes, you're navigating a time wave. You're traveling the surface of a Morbius strip, and forever you will be in that cycle, and that might be a bad dream for you, but that is our existence. And that's it. More or less. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts about Babymetal Timewave. You let me know in the comments section what you think of this song, and if there's another song that you feel is underrated on the other one. That said, you take it easy and have a good one.